Welcome to Wrestling's Hottest Audacious Takes, hosted by myself, Aaron Rift of NoDQ.com. In this video series, I read some of your boldest opinions about professional wrestling, and then I give my responses. Let's take a look at today's topics. Jeff Hardy is the biggest what if in the history of professional wrestling, including Pipe Bomb CM Punk and the Yes Movement Daniel Bryan. He was the only one true guy who could truly overthrow John Cena as the face of the company and the most beloved guy on the roster. He's definitely up there. Jeff Hardy is one of those wrestlers that was extremely over with the fans. He would get those superstar reactions that few could ever receive, no matter how much they tried. Jeff Hardy was in a league of his own. However, like some other wrestlers, he got caught up in the lifestyle and he was his own worst enemy. I do agree with you. If Jeff Hardy had stayed healthy at his peak in 2009, he might have been at the level of John Cena. He might have been a multi-time WWE champion and been one of the flagships of the company for many years. The addition of the Women's Royal Rumble has almost killed that PLE. I do disagree with this. I do not have a problem with the women having a Royal Rumble match. I'm fine with that. I enjoyed the 2025 Royal Rumble Premium Live event. I went there in person. I enjoyed it. I had no issues with the two Rumble matches. The one thing I would change is I think it should be a two-night event. Forget about SummerSlam. The Royal Rumble should be 2 nights. I'm not the biggest fan of the men's and women's matches being on the same night for any stipulation. Whether it's the Royal Rumble or Money in the Bank, I would like to see them spread out. Men's match on one night, women's match on the other. Perfect, you're all good. And you can call it the Royal Rumble, you can call it Money in the Bank, whatever. Just have them on separate nights. That's all I would do. Mr. Kennedy / Anderson is better than Kevin Owens. Furthermore, Owens got the career that Kennedy should have had. I disagree with this. I liked Mr. Kennedy. I thought he was an entertaining mid-card act in WWE. I feel like he did receive a bad hand when it came to losing his Money in the Bank contract. He did have some injuries, but I also feel like he was not nearly the level of wrestler as Kevin Owens. To me, Kevin Owens is one of the best. Mr. Kennedy was good. I don't really think that he was a great wrestler at any point in his career. I think he was strong on the mic, but also he had that gimmick, the ring introduction, and beyond that, I thought his promos were fine. It was really his entrance that made him a memorable character. For Kevin Owens, I think his in-ring skills are top level, and I think his mic work is top level. Test should have won the WWF title at Survivor Series 1999, not The Big Show. I would agree with you for the fact that Test was really over at that time. I wonder if it was just a lightning in the bottle moment where fans were feeling very sympathetic towards Test. I liked his music. I liked his presentation at that particular time. It just seemed to be right for him. I don't know if Triple H and Stephanie getting together hurt Test or not. Maybe Test was just a flash in the pan and he had that one note. The company felt that there was only so much they could do with him. Maybe they should have capitalized on him. I think it would have been worth the risk though. Big Show was already established. He didn't need the title. Test winning as a shock, maybe Test would have been elevated. Maybe his character would have developed. Who knows? They could have tried it. It might have been a bust. It could have been like a Billy Gunn moment where you push the guy and then he's not able to reach his full potential. Or was Test really not the guy and he just got lucky with the fans reacting to him at the time that they did. That's hard to say. I actually like Vince Russo, even though I disagree with most of what he says. I like Vince Russo too. He seems like a nice guy, a normal person. I've never really had any issues with him. I think as a booker, he was a very mixed bag. I felt like Vince Russo was at his best when he had the Vince McMahon filter, when McMahon could make the final decisions. Russo had some bad ideas, and we saw many of those in WCW. He also had some bad decisions in WWE, but he was a very creative guy, and I think without him, the Attitude Era would have not reached the level of success that it did. I do believe that he deserves more credit than he gets from fans for making very entertaining television. Even if it did feel like a train wreck at times, Vince Russo shows were never boring. I can say that much about him. That concludes this edition of Wrestling's Most Audacious Takes. What were your thoughts on these opinions? Leave a comment and subscribe to the No DQ YouTube channel for the latest wrestling news and discussion.